Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for the support you're granting this platform. Moses Kuria is currently William Ruto's chief advisor. He forms part of the panel that is advising William Ruto on matters governance, that is economy and other issues. Moses Kuria is writing on his X account, and I read, I am receiving disturbing reports that the candidates who were recruited for the Kenya prisons wardens jobs paid a bribe of $500,000, that is 500,000 each. This is not good. It is immoral. It is not worth it. This is Moses Kuria writing, a man who is very close to the President of the Republic of Kenya, and we assume the man who should advise the President on what to do. Though we know Ruto is not a man to be advised, but then let us break down this post from Moses Kuria. There was a prison recruitment exercise, and the Kuria is confirming, meaning as a government servant, as a public servant, he has credible evidence that has pushed him to post, meaning if asked today to produce the evidence, he will proudly do it without blinking an eye. But before this, can we understand how the police recruitment is done? I try to do my research, but I stand guided. The Commissioner General of Prisons is appointed by the President of the Republic of Kenya, and he oversees the entire prisons service and is responsible for its overall administration, including recruitment. You had it right. So, the Commissioner General of Prisons, ndiye mudosi wa the recruitment exercise that Moses Kuria is saying forced those who are to be recruited to pay a 500,000 bribe. The Commissioner General is not alone. There is this guy called the Principal Secretary, State Department of Correctional and Rehabilitation Service. This official leads the recruitment process. So the PS is the president's appointee. So PS anakuwa appointed na president. The Commissioner General of Prisons is appointed by the president. The two individuals are directly responsible for the recruitment exercise. Munanipata kweli? And these individuals are answerable to the Minister of Interior, that is Kipchumba Murkomen. Then we have Human Resource Directorate. This directorate within the Kenya Prison Service is responsible for implementing policies on recruitment, training, and other aspects of managing uniformed personnel. So meaning, the Human Resource Directorate takes orders from the two, the Commissioner General of Prisons and the Principal Secretary, State Department of Correctional and Rehabilitation Service. So, when Moses Kuria is telling the country that the warden's recruitment exercise forced innocent Kenyans, poor Kenyans, to vomit 500,000 Kenyan shillings as a bribe, who should be responsible? I'm asking, who in this case is responsible for this? The two appointees are appointed by the president. Yeah? And the president has the power to fire and hire the two individuals. Right? If Moses Kuria has credible evidence that Kenyans were forced to cough $500,000 to get employment as police wardens, then we expect him to go and sit with the president, because he is the advisor to the president. We expect Moses Kuria go sit with the president and tell him, Your Excellency, sir, as your advisor, I have credible evidence that the Commissioner General of Prisons and his officers on the ground received a bribe of $500,000 to dish out letters to the innocent Kenyans who were seeking for jobs. So after this expose from Moses Kuria, we expect stern action taken against the Commissioner General of Prisons, because in Kenya mnaelewa, wale ambao wamekuwa karibu na polisi, hawa polisi mnaona na roadblocks hapo kwa barabara, hao in our Kenyan language wanaitwa mtu ya chini. Those police officers on the road collecting bribes, not correcting, collecting bribes. Those individuals are not there on their own. They have been sent by the Wadosi. So the bribe from the road does what we call trickle down economy or trickle up. Let's call it bottom up. Hii ya Kenya kwanza. So ile bribe wanachukua pale kwa barabara inaenda bottom up. Yani wana collect 50,000, 40,000 inapanda kwa base commander. Kwa mfano, wewe ni mfano tu, maybe base commander na yeye akitoa hapo anagawa kidogo, anapeana OCPD. OCPD anakata yake, anapeana police commander. Police commander pia anakata yake, inaenda kwa commissioner. Hivyo hivyo tu inapanda ikienda. So kama kuna watu pale kwa field walichukua pesa, then this money in our Kenyan understanding trickled up. Yani kama ni 500,000, kuna mtu alikula 100, kuna mtu alikula 50,000, kuna mtu alikula 400,000, kuna mtu alipewa 300, kuna mtu ilifikia 500. Yani that is our Kenyan system. So if Moses Kuria is really up to what he's posting, then we expect a stern action against those individuals. By the way, I am a journalist. And when I'm a journalist, our laws of work allows me to protect my source under all circumstances. I attended part of the exercise in one of the counties in the Republic of Kenya. And some people who are being recruited are children of my friends. Others are cousins of my friends. Others, let's call it relatives of my friends. I also had the same claim, and they were discussing somewhere and saying, hey, maze unajua, yule fulani wa cousin yangu, yule fulani wa auntie yangu, by the way alichukuliwa prisons. Oh, alichukuliwa. How was the process? Anasema, tulilipa 500,000. Na unajua walikuwa recruited aje? Wale watu walikuwa wamekaa mahali, wao wanangoja tu. Huyo afisa wa recruit anapita na karatasi anajifanya. Anapita na karatasi, kumbe anajua hao wamelipa. Na karatasi anafukuza hawa, anawaambia sijui nini. Finally hawa wenye wamelipa ndio walichukuliwa. So I can confirm also myself that the claim from Moses Kuria is true and genuine. Yes, there was a payment of 500,000 to those who were recruited. But then, what are we supposed to do as a country? We demand answers from the EACC, the ethics, unajua watu kitu wanajua ni kuharasi wanasiasa, harassing politicians. But on serious matters like this one, uwezo wasikia mahali hata kidogo. Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, uwezo wasikia mahali. Even when the arm is laced from a very senior advisor to the president, bado they won't take up that matter. So can the DCI please, as they investigated who slept with Koimpuri, the member of parliament for Juja constituency, we expect also them to unravel this matter and tell us exactly who received this bribe, because they have, kama wanajua MP alilala na nani kwa hoteli gani. You want to tell me they will not be able to tell nani alipokea bribe ya 500,000? We joke too much in this country. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.